How to form an LLC in Nebraska. When starting a new company, choosing a business entity is one of the most important decisions that you make. For most businesses with more than one founding member, forming an LLC is often the best option. Before we begin, let's quickly define what an LLC is. An LLC stands for Limited Liability Company and is an uncomplicated business structure that gives business owners legal protection by separating personal assets from business debts. However, creating an LLC can get complicated depending on where you're based, as the process differs from state to state. To avoid any missteps, follow along as we show you how to form an LLC in Nebraska. The first step in forming an LLC is to select a name. Nebraska has two naming guidelines. 1. Your LLC's name must contain one of the following phrases or abbreviations: Limited Liability Company, LLC, or LLC. 2. Your LLC's name must be distinguishable from the names of existing businesses on file with the Secretary of State. After selecting a name for your LLC, you can reserve it with the Nebraska Secretary of State. To do this, 1. Make sure your chosen business name is available in Nebraska by performing a business search. 2. File an application for reservation of LLC name with the Secretary of State by mail to reserve a name for up to 120 days. Note that reserving a name has a fee. Check the description below for more details. Step 2. Designate a registered agent. Like most U.S. states, forming an LLC in Nebraska requires appointing a registered agent service. A registered agent is an individual or a company that acts as your official point of contact in the state to receive legal documents, service of process, and other official communications from the state. It is their job to forward these documents and communications to your LLC in a timely manner. A registered agent also helps save time mailing documents and keeps your address and other personal information private. Your registered agent must meet the following requirements. 1. Must be a state resident with a street address in Nebraska. 2. Have a business office in Nebraska if located out of state. Check out the description below for recommended registered agent services that can guide you through this entire process. Step 3. File a certificate of organization. An LLC is officially formed in Nebraska by filing a certificate of organization with the Secretary of State. The certificate of organization must provide the following details: LLC name and address, registered agent name, address, and P.O. box. Professional LLCs must also list their licensed members, managers, and employees authorized to operate in the state. Filing can be done by mail or by uploading a scanned and signed PDF online. Note that there is a fee. Check the description below for more details. Next is to create an operating agreement. An operating agreement does the following: describes your business structure, establishes the individual responsibilities and obligations of your LLC members, details how the LLC will be run. Although Nebraska doesn't require one, an operating agreement clarifies the specific duties of its members, which may help your LLC avoid significant legal and operational difficulties. Step 5. Publish a notice of organization. A Nebraska LLC must publish a notice of organization for 3 consecutive weeks in a newspaper or similar publication in the county where your LLC is based. After publishing the notice of organization, the LLC must file an affidavit of publication with the Secretary of State online or through the mail. Step 6. Get an EIN. Before your company is ready to start doing business, you must obtain an IRS Employer Identification Number, EIN, by applying on the IRS website. The 9-digit EIN is like a social security number for a business and is necessary for things like paying income tax, filing tax returns, opening a business bank account. You can apply for an EIN on the IRS website. Finally, make sure to complete all additional legal requirements. File biennial reports. All Nebraska LLCs must file a biennial report every 2 years to preserve good standing. The report is due during odd-numbered years by April 1. An LLC may file its biennial report online. Register with the Nebraska Department of Revenue. Nebraska LLCs that have employees or collect sales tax on retail goods must register with the Nebraska Department of Revenue. Acquire additional licenses. Some LLCs in Nebraska may be required to obtain one or more state or locally issued business licenses depending on their type of business. The State of Nebraska Business Licensing website offers more information on how to obtain state business licenses and permits. For information on local licensing requirements, contact a county or city clerk in the county or municipality where your LLC is based. So, to sum it up, how to form an LLC in Nebraska. 1. Select a name. 2. Designate a registered agent. 3. File certificate of organization. 4. Create an operating agreement. 5. Publish a notice of organization. 6. Obtain an employer identification number. 7. Fulfill your legal obligations. particularly relating to biennial reports, registering with the Department of Revenue, and applying for any additional licenses you may need. By following these steps, you can form an LLC in Nebraska. All the websites mentioned earlier are located in the description below and a link to a guide. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos answering your questions to all things LLC.